Hi guys, I'm back in Kiev. This is new Convoy and we have been bringing now 205 NAFO trucks to Ukraine. It's just unbelievable. This is the biggest convoy we ever had. It is crazy. We had to basically drive in two groups, but yeah, I think that in that moment Ukraine is clearly doing some huge activity on the front line and we have to push maximum to bring as much help as possible so Ukraine can push more and more actively.
Слава Україні! Путін! Ура!
What's the unit, what you do, and what this car will be used?
All right, so this car is going to 135 Territorial Defense Brigade. We just got back with our deployment to Donbass. We were actually holding the nest in Bakhmut until the very end. The final 14-hour battle for us was essentially precipitated the final withdrawal of our unit from Bakhmut. So these guys, they're Territorial Defense Brigade, which is a fairly new arm of the Ukrainian armed forces. They did a great job. We didn't lose but a few guys, and we put up a huge fight against the Russians. So they're a new unit, and we did a great job, and we're going to be going other places very soon. We're getting our status upgraded, and we're going to be getting more equipment to go bring more fight to the Russians.
But you have been now here 1 year. What's the biggest change that happened when you arrived here, and where are today Ukraine army?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, look, last year was chaos. Last year was total chaos, and that still precipitates to now, but most of everybody understands what the organization is doing around the entire Ukrainian military. Most of everybody is much better organized, and I will say in any conflict, the first year is always chaos. You guys have organized this very rapidly, right? And I think you limited your losses from that kind of chaos very well.
Ми обороняли, виходить, правий берег Маріуполя. І 15 травня під час прориву на Азовсталь попали під артобстріл, де я втратив руку. І потім вже мої побратими мене евакуювали на госпіталь на Азовсталі. Після Азовсталі ми потрапили до полону на колонію Єленівки. І, виходить, я потрапив до першої черги обміну.
So what is your role now? You are training or you active combat?
Зараз займаюся аналітикою у штабі полку та допомагаю, чим можу.
Exactly, biggest problem is that they are the best in the mining. And you know that this first weeks was showing that it's extremely difficult to get through from the minefields because you have drones, you have artillery and so on. Is it...
Yes, it's problem. It's very big problem that багато територій заміновано, і причому протипіхотними, протитанковими мінами. Це велика проблема.
Probably you saw the video when our soldier move on from the car.
Yes.
On the
I saw this.
Jump.
This is unbelievable.
On the knee. Stabbed the mine on the knee,
yes.
and lost his leg.
Yes.
So this,
it was medics.
Yeah.
No, it was soldier actually. Yeah.
This always happened to the people, to the technique. So this is the big problem for us.
Справа в тому, що куди б не заїхала Бредлі, піхота, перед тим там обов'язково повинен пропрацювати інженер, саме сапер. Бо росіяни, москалі, які б вони там не сиділи, вони по-любому зашиваються, мається на увазі, зашивають будь-які можливі шляхи підходу наші. Вони так само вже не такі вони дурні, як би нам хотілося. Сапери, вони більш досвідчені в плані мінування, замінування території. У нас є всі засоби для того, щоб зробити це максимально швидко і максимально ефективно, щоб потім піхота, грубо говоря, пішла і вона не понесла втрат саме на міновибухових, не було міновибухових поранень. Ми з собою завжди носимо щуп і носимо металодетектор. Це воно працює в тандемі, в парі. Відповідно, якщо ми фіксуємо металодетектором якийсь предмет, ми щупом передивились, перевірили, вирішили, що це таке, наклали шашку, знищили, пішли далі. За день роботи ми можемо розмінувати порядка 1500 мін, там, я не знаю, в залежності саме боєприпасів. Як яка територія, наскільки вона була важлива для замінування, відповідно, там стільки мін.
What is your unit most needing?
Системи дистанційного розмінування.
Я бачив у наших західних друзів, є багато таких великих протимінних машин на базі танків. І ми бачили, як вони на справі прорвали ці мінні оборони, загородження. Тому я думаю, якщо нам поставлять ще декілька, чим більше, тим краще, то ми зможемо прорвати, і це не буде такою великою проблемою для нас.
У нас є УР-77, зараз є ще американський. УР-77 – це ще стара радянська система розмінування. Американські смікліки зараз запускають, відповідно, кишка вилітає, розтягується на фронт і знищується. Відповідно, прохід тротил, не тротил, а пластична вибухова речовина.
Окей.
Така колбаса велика. Так само ще є, якби на танки навішуються трали. Танк перед собою це все розгортає, і прохід, відповідно, за ним вже є.
Коли ми були на Запоріжжі, ми бачили, як ця антимінна машина на базі «Леопарду» приїхала мінне поле вздовж та поперек, отримала десь, може, 12-15 взривів мін і просто собі виїхала. Розумію, звісно, там водій був трохи контужений вже, але розмінувати ми його хоронили 3 рази.
Mining is fucking hell.
Mines are the worst, I think, and it's the worst fear of any soldier.
Is it also that you might be go and need to demine the mines what you put in the Bakhmut?
Може бути. Більше всього. Нам так буде проще.
Hello to the viewers of the NAFO 69 Sniffing Brigade. My name is Artur Rehe. I'm also part of this convoy, which I heard is actually one of the biggest convoys NAFO Sniffing Brigade has delivered to Ukraine. Why am I here? Because we delivered night visions that actually started 3 months ago, the fundraiser. We gathered the money of, if I'm not wrong, about 90,000 euros, for which we bought 24 sets of night visions. We bought IFAC medicine packs, and Ragnar also wanted to make an armored car. We had some extra money, so of course he got his armored car, so we brought that also. The suspension was fried, it was air suspension, so it had to be changed in 12 hours to regular hydraulic suspension. It was done really fast by magical car people, and now we got to hand over the car. And as you can see, some cars still not handed over. They will be in the future, and I'm really glad to be a part of this convoy.
Позавчора наші бійці 2 пострілами, один з інвалу, другий з джавеліну, де я підтверджую, що відео, образили російський танк Т-80. Цей танк Т-80 виїхав прямо на наші передові позиції. І я дуже радий тим, що мої бійці 3-ї роти протитанкового батальйону змогли вразити його, тим самим зберегли життя нашим побратимам з 3-ї штурмової, правда, з іншого батальйону.
Мій підрозділ – це мінометна батарея. Ми працюємо з 82-ми мінами. От тубуси від цих мін.
А це міна?
Так. Тут знаходяться міни, якими ми…
Я думаю, що це бутилки.
Ні. 82 міліметра міни.
Oh my god, okay. Does Ukraine need to change the tactics now? Because it's so difficult to get through with the minefields, you have drones, you have helicopters.
Тактика повинна змінюватися постійно для того, щоб перемогти. Нам не можна діяти шаблонно.
Try to see what is the most Ukraine now really missing. Like indeed, we know F-16, but in overall, what's the most need? Like for your brigade, other things?
Я думаю, Атакамс і F-16 вирішать ситуацію на фронті.
My favorite part every morning is look how many artillery pieces is destroyed.
We're doing a great job.
Yeah.
So we're trying to fill the holes. You know, this is what Ukrainians here fighting on the front. They're not going to wait for anybody. They're not going to wait for the international community, right? we're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it without you. We're going to do it with you, but we'd rather do it with you. We want to limit the casualties. These Ukrainian people, these Ukrainian men that are fighting on the front, they're really incredible people. These are really good people. We want to keep them. We want to keep them in this world. So we really need the combat power. And we're going to do great things with it. Anybody who comes out here and meets the Ukrainian people, they know that they're going to responsibly handle this equipment.
Hello everybody, my name is Dimitri and this is 18 Convoy, and today we brought like 16 trucks from Ukraine, and right now I'm standing near to the one of the, I would say, most powerful one. This is done with the armoring and putting some polymer materials on the top. So this is not like a bulletproof, even though it can be protected from some bullet, but it's protected from the shrapnels, which is really important for the warriors because shrapnels do a lot of damage to them. And I would like to say thanks to all the people that helped us to gain the money, and separately say thank you to the YouTubers who helped to gain this money. This is like Suchimaimus, very good friend of us, and also we done with the Ukraine Matters, Defmon, and all the people who donated to us. So just, you know, your money is actually here, and your money is working for Ukraine and helps to liberate it and helps occupied Ukrainians bring back home. Thank you for doing this, thank you for staying with us, and thank you for supporting Ukraine. Dimitri, Slava Ukraini!
It's a little present from the community camper kit. We create this community to upgrade civilian cars. It's civilian cars what bring it to Ukraine, and after that a lot of volunteers know we need to make a conversion of these cars. We need to make medical vehicles, we need to make armored vehicles, and it just from the empty pickup will become medical vehicles for the first line in the war.
Okay, but oh wow.
This is just a present for the NAFO, because everybody know we should to pay for the materials and everything, yeah. And for our community, we have a hands, we have a brain, but all the time we need the money, and these people do the amazing work, and it's super cool. Yeah.
This is fire!
We'll
go to our NAFO museum, guys. The future NAFO museum.
Good. But can you a little bit tell more than how you rebuilt them and what you do with the cars?
We will make a finished CAS evac. You don't have a lot of equipment and something. CAS evacuation is 15 minutes till the point where you will stabilize it. Yeah. So, but even for that, need to make some upgrades in the car. Otherwise, it's just drop in the soldier and that's all. The point is we also will remove part of the seats.
Okay.
And we will connect all this car. And
so you basically like exactly that it will be until here then. So you remove these seats. Okay.
From there to here.
Okay.
Our community camper kit is for make a conversation any cars for any task. Yeah. But we start from the medical. Why? Because we are volunteers and we should to do something what government don't do, militaries don't do. So jump in volunteers and make it.
Who are the people in your unit is? Because I believe that there are still people who exactly before 24 February was living normal life.
I have many guys who had no connection to the military before the 24th of February. Well, for example, the guy who shot a helicopter in Zaporizhia, Again, that was like pretty export modification of Mi-24 helicopter and piloted by pilot first class, lieutenant colonel, like very like hero of Russia or something like that. The guy is, I think he's now 20 years old. And
20 years old?
Yeah, he's 20 years old. He was well, he actually
he took down Russian era. How lovely is that?
Yeah, he's actually a student like tech engineering, something like that.
A lot of Ukrainians never did anything with war before February 24th. They didn't know what, they were not part of the military. And since then, a lot of them, if you look at the Ukrainian military, many of them joined since the war started. That's a very steep learning curve in a short time. Probably the worst war we've seen in our lifetime, definitely. People like me have kind of had slow warm-ups to, if you go to Afghanistan or Iraq and you get good training before that, you can kind of slowly acclimate to it. Here it's just like, you're in it and you have no choice. So I think that abrupt change is definitely gonna affect the heads of many. And I would assume the same with Russia.
Recently, which is most surprising, I have seen more and more videos that the Russian side don't give up anymore, but they blow up themselves, which is unbelievable.
You've seen more on the Russian side do...
Like you have combat and guys don't want to give up, but it's just killing themselves instead of giving up, which didn't happen in the beginning of the war. Do you see the same trend?
I've never seen that, you know,
Okay.
but thanks to the internet, we see a lot of things together.
Що ти?
Це ви по посадці ходите?
Так. Куди? Заходь назад, вертайся.
Лівої сторони, двоє типів.
Що в тебе? Сука, граната! Підар, граната нахуй! Підарас єбаний!
I would attribute that to the psychological effect of war. You know, it'll change you and your perception of life. So.
Hey, this is Jussi, and how I got involved with the 69 Sniffing Brigade is that I work at the Lift 99 co-working office in Tallinn, and my desk happened to be right next to that of Ragnar, who's the leader of this group. And so I wanted to find a way to help Ukraine. He was bringing trucks here, and so instead of doing it on my own, I just decided to partner up with them. I run a small company that specializes in a specific type of investing, and so I have quite a bit of clients who have a lot of money. We run among our services, we have one newsletter called Hired Landlord, and so we've done quite a bit of fundraising through that newsletter. This is now my 4th convoy. I think the first one we bought 2 cars, then the second one 3 cars, then the next one 4 cars, and this one I think it was now 5 cars. So we've been able to collect quite a bit of money through our clients, and that's how I've been helping this cause.
What is unit doing and what this car will be used for?
Займаємося аеророзвідкою і будемо возити дуже великі дрони, які кидають боєприпаси такі величенькі для орків.
How many bombs they can take?
Є на 4, є на 6.
And what was the range? Like how many kilometers it can fly in?
Дрон, який може скидувати бомбочки, так він десь до 10-12 км.
So you need to exactly that time go, find the target, pop and back.
Ціль вже запрограмована.
You have the target before the
Він
mission?
коли втрачає ручне керування, він в автомісії далі летить і все в авто робить.
But is it automatic also drop bombs? It goes to the location, fix and put automatically bombs?
Ну так, так.
If you're getting close to Mariupol, then also have to be the first who will go and liberate.
Я думаю, ми там будемо.
Yeah, we also, so we will really hope that this car would survive and can also go to the yeah, one of the first can go with you to Mariupol. Официально украинская армия скажет, что даже сейчас разница этого, сколько погиб на русских и украинцев, очень большой, и что русские больше погиб. Ты видишь это даже сейчас?
Да, да, мы идем, если наши штурмовые группы продвигаются вперед, нам надо идти за ними и как бы закрепляться для того, чтобы освободить их для подготовки к следующим штурмам. Ну, посадки усеяны просто русскими, они не забирают своих людей, валяются там.
I believe in the project of freedom. I believe in the project of democracy and self-determination for anybody who wants it. I actually didn't know, I'll just add something in. I had no idea if the Ukrainians last year were going to fight as hard as they have, and I had no idea if my government was even going to help, you know. Yeah, and thank you to Ukraine for standing up for what's right.
Hey, NAFO fellas, so as you can see, this lineup is already empty, and that's because we've just handed out 15 cars to 15 military units, and the last one we'll hand out already today to the 4th Brigade and tomorrow to the Special Operation Forces unit. And today was a special day because it was our biggest convoy and we've met different units. One of them we are helping since the beginning of the full-scale invasion, like Kraken, and some of them are really new to our convoy family. It's 66th Brigade, it's 15th Regiment, and it's 10th Regiment as well. And we are keep helping different units, and that's all because of your help. So, we really ask you to keep donating, keep supporting our campaigns, and we'll bring more trucks to fight orcs on our land, and we will win.